So I feel that I really want to address this question to you guys. And the question is, why is it that even mantras do not work these days? Because, and I'm so glad that you are enjoying my book. It's making your, changing your entire perspective on this myths of Vedic astrology that all of you guys run into. But then I also get tons and tons of emails every day that mantras should work. Mantras should be used as remedies. How come they're not? Well, first thing first, ask yourself that. If mantras work for you, why would you be even on the internet looking for remedies, looking for, solutions to your problem? I get all these emails where they have tried this, they've tried that, nothing worked, and they are still searching for that, and that's fine. We're all in search of a solution that will better our life, okay? However, I feel that I should provide a very practical and logical explanation as to why mantras do not work anymore, while they used to work in the time of Parashara Hora, when Parashara Hora Shastra was written, where they provided the two most important remedies, mantra and donations, regarding remedies, okay? And all this nonsense of, Kalsar Puja and bearing something, this and that, and flowing something in the water, all this stuff came much, much later on. I'm talking about the originality of this Vedic astrology, okay, the original text. The reason why mantras worked back 6,000-7,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, is because of the fact a job of a person, especially man, who used to go out, work, make a living for his family, all he had to do was make little bit, just this much, to provide to provide meal for 3 times, for morning, lunch, and dinner. And that's it. They would have 3 pairs of clothes. That was just a khaki, khaki pajamas and, the kurta that they wear. And that's it. That was their life. That was their life. So whenever they used to run into some planetary problem, because planetary problems have been here for billions of years, even for Neanderthals, okay, but when they used to run into a certain planetary problem at a job, and a Jyotish used to provide them with a mantra, what that mantra did, okay, is this. By doing mantra 108 times, which is a sacred number in Vedic astrology, what it did, it calmed the mind down. It calmed the certain nerves down that were controlling your chakra. Whatever chakra was clogged, if you were having relationship problems, your heart chakra, so Jyotish would give you that mantra. You would do that mantra maybe for a week, and suddenly your mind would be calm, and you were able to make a rational decision about the problem you were running into. Or you would get an epiphany. You would be like, wow, yeah, this is the decision, okay? Or what would happen is that you would suddenly make a right decision regarding a relationship problem. Same thing with work. Back then, work was more of a caste system based labor. So if you were a Brahman, you knew you were going to come here, you're going to work, you're going to be teaching, you're going to be doing this. If you were a Jain, you're going to be a merchant, you're going to be, providing all these fruits and vegetables in the market. If you're a Kshatri, you're a warrior, you're going to go out and defend the village, you're going to defend the people out there. So everybody had a task, and everybody was set aside that task. But now is a different thing. What are the problems that we are running into now? Besides the major reality things, first thing is we are living in Maya, meaning illusion. What do I mean by that? Logically speaking, it is your television telling you how to think, how to behave, how to act, what to wear, magazines, books, telling girls what kind of guy you should go for. You should always go for that guy with a rich 6-figure income, good looks, big car, because this is how you live in a society. So now that value of love is being diminished. This is why you have literally over 75% divorce rate, especially in the United States of America. Okay, now besides that, you have something called Federal Reserve, economic system, stock markets, which purposely, change the shape of entire generation within a day. That means there's no stability of job. It's not like you're working as a Brahman in a caste system you're set for life. You're going to teach at Gurukul, you're going to do this, you're going to do accounting, and you're set. Okay, your salary's set, everything is set, and you're good to go. Now, if you do not keep up with all the updates of the technology, all the updates that are happening in the market, you're doomed. You're out of business. You're fired. There's no stability in jobs anymore. Instead of paying for 3 meals, okay, now you not only pay for those, you pay for your internet bill, you pay for your cell phone bill, your cable bill, your mortgage, your nice clothing, because you have to look good in front of the public, nice little accessories. You want the latest toy because your mind now wants you to experience what Donald Trump is experiencing, because you see him in The Apprentice. And these are the illusions that bring you down so much, with so much stress, that doing a mantra doesn't work anymore. The only way it works if you do a mantra continuously 100,000 times. Who's going to do that in a practical world? This is why when you do your 108 times of, let's say, even Gayatri mantra, and you do it for a whole year, and yet you're still at the same spot. Why? Because of the fact the effect that it's having on you, it is so minute that compared to your other stress, it feels nothing. While it is still working, it is still doing its thing, but it's the level of stress is so much, and the mantra's effect is this much, where before the mantra effect used to be this much while the stress was this much. So you see why practically mantras and even giving donation does not work as a remedy to improve your planets. The moment the age of Kali Yuga began, first of all, 99.9% of all the mantras were taken away. Okay, they were taken away. I think they were taken. It's in a mythology they say that Shiva drained the Ganga from his forehead, and it swept away all the mantras. This is the kind of saying. But most of the mantras that were powerful are gone, and so what we're left with is just the surface mantras, the leftovers. But there are still certain mantras which are very sacred, very powerful. Yet, you will not get that unless you're under a yogi for 10 years, and then he'll give you the mantra to better your life. But till then, the best remedy, I told you, was the meditation and connecting to that source in an actual practical way, not metaphorically, not esoterically, but practically. If you watch my Jyotish video remedies, you will know what I'm talking about. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because you're going to be finding out true practical information about everything mystical on this channel in a most fun and comedic way, I hope. And if you want to know more about this astrology and my book, check out my link below, and my book link there, Astrology at the Speed of Light. All right, thank you.